Ah, traveler, what induced thee to come to the guild this fine day? Might there be a beast too daunting for you to tame? I see. A mission of utmost importance? Do tell. A delivery, you say? Almost too small of a task to even bother with. Fear not, for I shall traverse with you. As interdimensional travelers, we must stay together. What is it that we are going on? Such a grand adventure with? Perhaps an ancient weapon? Or a magical talisman? Dare say, a powerful artifact? Chicken mushroom skewers! Of course! What else could it have been? The good hunter provides meals to many great travelers throughout Mondstadt. This delivery must be crucial for their victory in a long-fought battle. Then where art thee delivering these delicious package to, if not to a great warrior? A hungry guild member? Well, no matter. We shall deliver them with haste. Come forth, traveler, and we shall make it there before the night falls. If one so wishes, I could perhaps carry something as well. Not that I believe you to be incapable, no. I just couldn't bear to see you have an ache from its weight throughout today's journey. To add, I am not as weak as one would think due to my size. It's not heavy? I'm beginning to wonder why you've even invited me to travel with you. Might this be a cover mission? What lies beneath the wrapping of today's travels, Could this be a journey far greater than what you've led me to believe? Perhaps these chicken skewers are actually an antidote to an incredibly fatal disease? Or perhaps we're delivering them in disguise to the enemies of Mondstadt, so that they shall fall ill the minute they're consumed. Neither? A secret not even I'm allowed to know. I suppose they have the utmost trust in you to carry out such an important task. I'm very surprised that this wasn't the talk of the guild this morning. It isn't unusual for missions of utmost importance to be discussed among directors of the guild, but I suppose it is safer to keep it behind the closed doors of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. You must jest. I can hardly believe that you'd bring me on such an ordinary mission. What reason would you have to tear me away from my great work? Speak what you mean. I don't understand what you mean by hang out. That's very kind of you. You're fortunate that nothing of great importance has happened today. My retinue should be able to care for themselves for the afternoon. And who wouldn't want to spend such a lovely day strolling with an interdimensional traveler of royal blood and infinite knowledge? That stated, would you care to tell me about your old world? The elder world you've ascended from? You'd prefer not to speak of it. I understand. Not everyone wishes to tell the stories of their past. Instead, may we dwell on the temporary beauty that comes from this world. Might that be better to discuss? Take, for instance, the sweet flower, such a dainty yet remarkably versatile thing. From table decoration to pantry staple, it's a reliable thing to harvest. I'm partial to the Cecilia flower. Its color, the shade of cotton sheets, and its subtle but pure scent carry my mind back to another world I've visited. What say you? Who could forget the windwheel aster? Its orange color dances between tangerine and flame, and allows for the earthly breeze to flow through its petals like fish through a stream. Never have I found one in a place I wouldn't call beautiful. Truly a flower perfect for a gift to royalty. Perhaps I shall call upon Oz to fetch me a bundle once we return to the guild. That does, of course, depend on how quickly that we can be finished with this. How much farther must we traverse? Over 2 miles? By the gods, this journey feels endless. though it is nothing compared to previous endeavors. I have traversed the galaxy and seen the fate of 10,000 worlds. No fartist task such as this would be difficult for someone as all-knowing and magical as I, Fischl, the Princess Whoa! Ow. What the... Oh, what dares block the path traveled by the Princessin, wanderer of worlds and arranger of fate? Huh? A tree root? Nay, this is no ordinary tree root. Can you not feel the evil within seeping through every crack in its bark, the malice exuding from its very center? This world is turning more to a cesspool as the days carry on. If not for the other worldly warriors such as us, they would have fallen long ago. Yes, I believe now that we are both present, they are in the best of hands. As I see it, no others would be fit for the task of bringing peace to Mondstadt. Can I even see out of both of my eyes? What a ridiculous question, but of course I can. You're honestly curious about my eye? As are many. My eye is the all-seeing Og der Verrutelung, which reveals all that is true in this world. As for the question of why I conceal it, would you willingly bear the agony of piercing to the heart of all truths? Furthermore, the world would lose much of its appeal if wholly stripped of delusion and falsehood. Now, doth my ears deceive me? Stand back. Look over yonder, for there is evil afoot. Hilichurls, nonetheless. How could such simple beings give the Knights of Favonius and the people under its jurisdiction such a difficult time? Their mind is no different from that of an angry child. No matter. I shall save us from this wicked claws of fate, and put an end to their congregation. I will simply move stealthily towards their camp, and bring them to their knees with the sheer might and power of Fischl, Princessin der Verrutelung. Please, stand back. I appreciate the gesture, but I could not have you risking your life when I could instead use my great power with ease. If you must follow, then do so behind me, only so that I can assure nothing will be able to injure you while outside of my line of sight. Shh. You must remain completely silent. Though they are not very intelligent, they still have ears. Now, stand back. Midnight phantasmagoria! The sins that are of hilichurls will be no more, for their sin defies fate's rightful decree. If any doubt of my power lived in your mind, it should be cleared now. We may carry on. What is phantasmagoria? Interestingly enough, you're not the only one that doesn't know its meaning. It is defined as a sequence of real or imaginary images, similar to those found in a dream. A constantly shifting, complex succession of things seen or imagined. It is a bizarre collection or assemblage of vivid illusions. Perhaps you should spend time in the library. Lisa is excellent in aiding in finding resources to satiate any and all curiosities. Through every book she recommends or suggests, a new fountain of knowledge begins to flow. The places you can explore without leaving the library is wondrous. The creatures that you can examine are incredible. Are you a pursuer of the literary arts. How exhilarating! If you'd be so kind as to indulge me in your gems, I'd be most grateful. Are you partial to Heart's Desire? It speaks of fantasy attached to an antique shop. It is widely renowned in Teyvat and has multiple volumes. You haven't? You simply must make the time. It'll be well worth it. Or Legend of the Shattered Halber. Not that one either? I suppose you came here semi-recently and have not had the surplus of time to gaze upon the wonders of the Mondstadt Library. But that can be established. Regardless, the Legend of the Shattered Halberd, it speaks of ancient times where Axis Mundi was unobstructed. There were 9 realms, each a world of its own. The realm of humans was referred to as Zhongzhou, while the gods resigned in Shenzhou. It expresses the interesting tale of the kings falling, war, and a passageway between realms. It is quite exciting, and I would gladly lend you a copy from my personal collection. Yes, I have acquired many forms of literature through my stay in this world. Though my eye can see many unimaginable things, the human art of spinning a web of tales is most intriguing to me. I will be sure to take my collection with me once it is time for my departure. Of course I have to depart someday. Though the citizens of this town and the creatures of this planet will grieve my absence, it is a necessary sadness. For many other worlds need my aid as well. There are simply far too many other planets and species that need my assistance for me to list them out. I apologize for being so irritable. Despite my attitude, I'm truly overjoyed. It has been so long since I've spoken of the more simple pleasures of this world. I'd almost forgotten how much I adored them. I think I will indulge in a book when we arrive back in Mondstadt. On that note, I do grow tired of walking, and it is getting much colder the more near we get to the lake. How much further must we traverse until we arrive? Not a minute more? You mean to tell me they ordered this all on the way from Springvale? I suppose Good Hunter is popular. I do hope Sarah charges extra. Speaking of, I do hope you're getting paid. I couldn't imagine trekking all of this way for nothing. Payment? In the form of a meal? I suppose that isn't a bad trade deal. If not for my duties as the guild's lead investigator, I would join you. We've arrived? No worries. I shall stay here while you hand off the delivery. Springvale is such an, compact town. I'd nearly forgotten it existed. Everything went as it should. Marvelous. We may begin the journey back to Mondstadt then. Though, it would be more to my liking if there was a way back not as long and tedious. Eh? You mean to tell me we could have just teleported? It was so simple, I was too intelligent to even think of it. Now that the option has been presented, I would prefer if we teleported back. Yes, I am positive. Now please, I'm positively frigid. All this time, and it's right there. Oh, yes, I'm following closely. Yes, I'm ready. It must have gotten more crisp as the day has gone on. If only a fire could be set ablaze before me to keep warm. Well, there is a fire at the Adventurers Guild. I may just have to take a small rest next to it. Perhaps partake in a literary treat while the room stays illuminated by its warm glow. Well, before you do go, I must give you a formal appreciative gesture. I fear I may have forgotten my love for literature without today's conversation. So with all of the power invested in me, my royal blood and all, I formally thank you, traveler, and I hope that your meal will taste truly delectable. Well, I'm glad you invited me on this small journey. As I said, today has been rather slow. Nothing remarkable to be done today. And since the day is coming to an end, I must once more collect the documentation left to me by my fellow guild's members and assure them that I have arrived back safely from my travels. Send my most courtly wishes to Sarah at the Good Hunter, would you? Then, sweet shall be thy sleep, spared the mares of the night. Sleep well, dear traveler. Hey guys, this is Gentle GF. I just wanted to thank you so much for watching. This audio was a lot of fun to make, though I spent a lot of time looking through dictionaries for fancy words. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter. There you'll find new news, polls, and much more. And if you enjoy my work, consider sending me a coffee with the link in the description. Thank you so much. Mwah!